Ecuador's coast. By Isabella Olizola. Problems in the coast. One of the major problems in the coast have been the earthquakes that have caused so many deaths and damage to the place. An earthquake of 7.8 the 17th of April of 2016 caused about 1 million people to be affected. Vice President Jorge Glass declared an emergency status to the coast after the natural disaster. There were 6 major affected provinces: Esmeraldas, Manabí, Los Rios, Santa Elena, Guayas and Santo Domingo. One of the first comments in the deaths are, 16 deaths in Puerto Viejo, 10 in Manta, and 2 in Guayas. Vice President also called it Movimiento Telúrico más grave que hemos enfrentado en décadas, the most serious earthquake we have faced in decades. Adding to this natural disaster, there were tsunami alerts majorly to Esmeraldas, Manabí and Santa Elena. Some of the outer's report include fallen houses, walls of houses, public entities and quartered buildings. The condition of the roads cracked and thing on top there has been difficulties saving people. One of the recent ones was December 27, 2018 in Atacames and Esmeraldas of 3.6. From the big earthquake there has been about 300 replicas. 80% of the houses were destroyed. As a cause, people had to move to the mountains or camps for the fear of the tsunami alert in the replicas. Solutions made and that could be made. As help from the outside world, Spain sent an airplane with 50 military soldiers and dogs to help rescue people. Venezuela sent another airplane full of supplies that could help the people. Bolivia also offered some help to the affected of the earthquake via an interview with the president of Ecuador. Via an examination on the building affected is considered an opportunity to rebuild with stranger and safer materials. To improve the building, first needed to determine what caused the building to collapse so easily. It was determined that the buildings were low quality and inhabitable. President Rafael Correa would increase the tax from 12% to 14%. People with an income of 1 million would have to pay 0.9% of their wealth. Workers earning $1,000 a month would need to contribute a day's wages. To have more fundings for the recovery, the president would sell some countries' assets. $600 million would be taken from the World Bank of the emergency account to help build an even tree. #Ecuador now. Ecuador made a site to inform and try to have funds for the recovery. Site includes pictures, updates, fact, videos. Even with the outsiders' help, the recovery has been slow.
One of the possible ideas is to make a founding page for outsiders people to donate for repairs. Make a movement where people could do community service, help the people affected, or even help burlit houses. Coast or dry, humid and tropical savanna. Warm and humid environment, usually at 25 degrees. The raining season starts in December until May. About 17% of the birds in the world could be found in Ecuador. Ecuador is home for 10% of the world's biodiversity. Coastline is more than 2,000 km in it coast, with bays, beaches and island. It makes a big path for exporting, and having a big marine life. A tree in Ecuador called cinchona provides quinine that helps treat and cure malaria. Is in the kingdom of Plantae. In the coast there can be also found a blue-green bacteria called cyanobacteria. Is in the kingdom of Eubacteria. One of the animals found in the ocean are jellyfish, which have, most of them, stinging cells that when makes contact with the skin it release their poison. It's in the kingdom of Animalia. One symbiosis relationship of commensalism is the shark and the remora fish. The fish lives in the back of the shark, which benefits the fish by being able to eat the leftover of the shark.